KFC in South Africa is a different class than
How
it
is it
in the
different in
US.
South Africa than the United States?
Have you ever heard of a Streetwise Chow?
What?
We did a lot of gray area downloading.
yeah, didn't we all?
Why have you written this like it's the 13th century?
We're back from Florida with a sun-kissed glow. Doesn't it just feel better when you have a little sun-kissed glow?
Sun-kissed glow and my full track hoodie.
Why
So
are you called yourself the
sun-kissed.
Green Machine. Would you like to explain why? I mean,
I'm the Green Machine for the listeners out there. I'm wearing my olive green sweatpants from Sam's Club and your 15-year-old Marshall hoodie that your dad was going to throw away one day. And I saw him with it and I was like, bruh, that thing is so dope.
Are you going to sit towards the camera all day, or would you
I'm
like
looking
to
at my
turn
notes.
towards me?
I will turn towards you in a second.
Eventually, and then you'll mess around with your microphone again and we'll have to stop. So why don't you just go ahead and get situated now?
I am situated. You were the one
I feel like I'm conducting a CBS Good Morning interview, looking at your side profile.
You were the one that wanted a one-hit wonder here, so
It's not going to
here
happen. I mean,
we go.
That is
No,
just
keep it in.
wishful
Keep
thinking.
it in.
I mean, what are you even doing right now? Just looking at the notes for fun?
No,
or?
you make me nervous for repositioning, so I'm like delaying my reposition.
Okay, well, anyways, I was saying we look great with our little sun-kissed glow because we just
do.
came back from Florida.
We
You in your
do.
Green Machine. I'm in my grout fit. Do you know what a grout fit is?
Groutfit. It's
It's not rocket science, really.
Groutfit. What's the grr for?
You can't look at me.
Gray outfit.
And there's your lesson of the day. An all gray outfit is called a...
Groutfit.
Yes, there you
I'm
go.
the Green Machine.
Okay, I wanted to start with this because it's strong.
Okay.
David and I realized last night, I don't think you knew this about me. I have never had a McDonald's Big Mac.
And I'm so disappointed that I have not brought one with me today, just in my back pocket, for you to have one on the show.
We got McDonald's last night. McDonald's. I've been
Yes!
too much time with
Not
Dave.
McDonald's, McDonald's. Oh, McDonald had a farm.
Yeah.
McDonald. Doesn't sound the same.
We went to McDonald's last night because we got home super late. So David rocks up with like 8 Big Macs in the bag. And I was just like, hey, did you know that I've never had a Big Mac? And the way that he looked at me, like if looks could kill.
Disgust. You've never experienced Big Mac sauce.
No, like what is it like?
Big Mac sauce. Big Mac sauce is like the thing that makes the Big Mac, right? And it's also about the little layer of bread. Imagine a burger with 3 buns.
Who needs 3 buns?
I know. There's a middle layer of bun, and that is an underrated aspect of the Big Mac burger.
Okay, what else is on it?
Here's a good point. You call it McDonald's. It's literally called the Big Mac.
MAC.
Exactly.
And how do you spell McDonald's?
MAC.
No. So that would be a
Two things
point for
can be
me.
true. Two things can be true.
Okay, I want to know, like, explain a Big Mac to me.
A Big Mac is like taking all the good things from a cheeseburger.
Tell me what's in the Big Mac. How many times do I have to say it?
Sesame seed bun, first of all.
Okay.
Great bun. Toasted. The buns are toasted, just a touch. Big Mac sauce, which I want to say is like ketchup, but also...
Isn't it yellow?
No, it's not ketchup. I don't know why I said ketchup. It's almost like a Thousand Island vibe dressing.
Okay.
But still, it's so unique. It's describing Big Mac sauce is like trying to describe what it feels like to get a tattoo. You don't know until you've had it.
Okay.
So you just got to have it. But it's also like kind of textured. It's not like, it's almost relishy in a way. And maybe it's mixed in with some relish. Obviously you got the lettuce. There's definitely lettuce, Big Mac sauce. And then there's a burger, a patty. I want to say the patties are slightly thinner than their like regular cheeseburger patties. Then there's a bun, and there's Hang on, are there 4 patties total?
Surely not.
It's not 2 and 2, is it? I think
Is
it's
there
just one
cheese?
bun. Oh yeah, there's cheese.
10 minutes later, and I still don't know the ingredients of a Big Mac, ladies and gentlemen.
There's cheese.
And there's onions, I know.
See, this is where I want my laptop up, where I can pull up things
You have
and
a
pull
phone.
up pictures and show you. I know, but I want the audience to be able to see what I'm looking at as well. Bring up the broski here.
You know what always puts me off to the Big Mac? The reason why I've never got it is because every time I see it pop out of the box, all I see are those little pellet onions, which just freak me out. I don't like those little baby onions.
2 100% beef patties, that's debatable. Special sauce, a creamy, tangy Thousand Island dressing.
Okay.
Lettuce, shredded iceberg, cheese, 1 slice of American cheese, pickles, forgot about that.
Pickles,
Big deal. And
okay.
you are quite correct. Onions finely chopped.
Told ya.
Sesame seed bun, which actually has 3 layers: a top bun, a middle bun called the club, and a bottom bun.
Okay.
So the structure from top to bottom is bun, sauce, lettuce, cheese, patty, middle bun, sauce, lettuce, pickles, patty, bun.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Would you say that's one of your favorite fast food items to get?
I would say so. I don't think I can go to McDonald's without getting a Big Mac.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I'm plain Jane. Every time I go to McDonald's, which isn't often, by the way, but it's double cheeseburger, ketchup only, small fry. That's it.
Yeah. Explain to everyone me trying to understand
Oh
your
my gosh. This was the just absolutely ridiculous. I'm on the phone with David. We're both driving. I'm telling him, go get McDonald's because we're so hungry. It's 9:30 at night. He's like, okay, what do you want? I say, a double cheeseburger with ketchup only. The amount of follow-up questions I got.
So you don't want onions. So you don't want pickles.
From arguably the easiest order ever. He was like, so you want cheese? I said, yeah, a double cheeseburger with ketchup only. Ketchup only, that means that there's no cheese. No, a double cheeseburger. Because I had to say it.
And you were like, just say double cheeseburger, ketchup only. They'll know what you mean. And true as Bob, when I ordered it, they knew exactly what I meant.
And I kept saying to him, repeat it back to me so that I know you know what to order. And he, just like he did with the Big Mac description. You want a double cheeseburger with no pickles, no mustard, no. I just want a double cheeseburger with ketchup only.
Yep. And that is what I got you eventually. This is my go-to order. I go to McDonald's, I get a Big Mac, and then I usually get 2 extra cheeseburgers on the side or just 1 double cheeseburger. If I'm super hungry, I'll get 2 double cheeseburgers as well as a Big Mac.
Look.
And my way of justifying it is I never get a drink. I never get like a sugary Coke.
That's your way of justifying
I get a bottle of water.
You can literally have your caloric intake for the next 5 days with your order, but no Coca-Cola,
No
please.
Coca-Cola.
I get it though. I'm the same way, honestly.
Because the cups are just so big, it trips me out. And then, I don't know, another day I'll probably get it, no problems.
Give me your top 3 fast food items of all time.
Wow.
You can only pick
is
3 and you
hectic.
have to rank them in order.
Because here's the thing, right?
Here he goes. He can never just answer a question.
A Big Mac isn't exactly on my top burger list because I almost don't consider McDonald's burgers. It's kind of weird. And I also wouldn't put Five Guys burgers in the fast food list.
Five Guys is not fast food.
Yeah.
The fast food list is anywhere that you can go through a drive-through.
Okay.
Taco Bell, Wendy's, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Raising Cane's. What else? Is there anything else? Burger King, if you want. You know, those are the big
KFC.
ones. KFC. Yeah.
I would say my top 3. McDonald's is on that list.
Starting with number 3.
Oh, starting with
Single
number 3.
items.
Oh, you just want me to name the item?
Yes.
I would have to include a Chipotle bowl in there.
That's not fast food.
It's a drive-through.
But you don't order at the window. Fast food is you get up, you order at the window, and then you go to the drive-thru.
You can order at the. Oh, it's like a pickup lane, isn't
Yes.
it? Wow, I'm really butchering this.
Yeah, I mean, how long ago did I
you have
answer the
yours?
question? Yeah, absolutely.
Go ahead.
Okay, so number 3 is going to be double cheeseburger, ketchup only, small fry from McDonald's. You put the fries inside the double cheeseburger and you eat it as such.
I saw you do that last night.
Number 2, the tried and true Wendy's Biggie Bag. Do you know what comes in a Wendy's Biggie Bag?
Couple nugs, couple burgers.
4 chicken nuggets, some french fries, a little junior cheeseburger, and a drink, all for $5. You truly can't beat it.
Can't be the Wendy's Biggie Bag.
Coming in at number 1, no questions asked, the best fast food item to order is the chicken and jalapeno quesadilla from the one and only Taco Bell.
No Chick-fil-A?
I mean, Chick-fil-A is the go, but I will say as I get older, and this is no Chick-fil-A slander, you will never catch me slandering Chick-fil-A, but I will say as I get older, I'm weird about chicken. You know, like sometimes I just can't have like because it would definitely be the chicken sandwich, which like the chicken sandwich is chef's kiss. But sometimes when I go out to restaurants and I get chicken, like, sometimes it can just have a little.
One bad chicken experience will ruin them all.
Exactly.
And it's very easy to look at like a slightly less white chicken and be like, is that pink? I think I'm finding this difficult because I didn't grow up in this fast food environment. And
you guys didn't have fast food in South Africa?
That's not true. We did have fast food, but just the good ones were like local brands. Steers.
Steers was like the burgers?
Steers is like burgers. Flame grilled was the vibe. It was banging. My dad actually had shared ownership in a Steers once, so we used to have Steers a lot.
You told me that in South Africa, Kentucky Fried Chicken is like a delicacy.
Oh, KFC in South Africa is a different class than
How
it is
it
in the
different
US.
in South Africa than the United States?
I will say you can still find a very subpar KFC in South Africa. But the one that was by my house where I grew up, we would treat ourselves to a cheeky KFC. And the quality was it was so good.
What would you get?
And I've had KFC here, particularly the first time in West Virginia, expecting what I got in South Africa. And I was like, bruh, what is this? I would get, you're not going to know any of these meals because the menu's so different. Have you ever heard of a Streetwise Chow?
Oh, what?
Ladies and gentlemen of the United States of America, let me introduce you to the greatest meal.
That sounds like a dog breed.
Chow is a South Africanism for food. There's probably like other different meanings to it, but the Streetwise Chow was a bun with the chicken tender pushed into the bun, and then the rest of the bun was just injected with gravy. So you're eating a piece of chicken inside a mini bun filled with gravy.
Okay, the bun, not like a hamburger bun.
No.
Like a roll.
Here we go with the different way we... Yeah, in fact, it probably... a roll. Similar to a hot dog roll. But you would call that a bun, wouldn't you? Imagine a mini loaf. So imagine an entire loaf of bread, but like shrink it down 80%.
Okay.
So, and then...
And there's no cuts in it. It's just a loaf of bread, like mini loaf of bread.
Yeah, just a mini loaf of bread.
Okay.
And then get a chicken tender that's slightly longer, if not the same length as that mini loaf, and just push it vertically into the mini loaf.
Like a pig in a blanket.
Yes, but a lot better.
Okay.
And then the rest, I mean, it's debatable where I don't... This is so deep. The concept comes from a bunny chow, which is you cut a loaf of bread, like an actual loaf of bread, and then you
scoop it
and
out.
then you dig out the bread in the middle, and then you put the curry inside there.
Okay.
But a bunny chow is like... I don't think they would pull out the bread. They would just pierce the bread with the chicken chicken tender, and it's a deep fried piece of chicken, so there's like crispy skin on it, and then around it they would fill it with gravy.
Like, what do you mean fill it with gravy?
Like where the chicken has created a cavity in the mini bun, they would just force gravy in there. I don't know how they did it. I never questioned the logic behind it, unless they did dig out the middle of the mini loaf, and I'm not remembering that correctly, but I don't think they did. So imagine you bite into this thing, and as you bite the chicken tender and into the bun or the roll or the mini loaf, the gravy just pierces out of there and just So I can't give you a US list, but I can definitely put a Streetwise Chow in the list.
I would love to try that one day.
Oh, I'm so glad I just thought of that and educated you on that. And we are definitely going to put pictures on YouTube, and if this is on a social clip as well. Let me actually pull one up to show you. Let me just close my Tesla.com tab. There it is right there. That's a good way to... Is that what you were envisaging?
I mean, once you explained it, yes. But the first time I thought it was literally like a hamburger bun. And then I thought the chicken tender was coming out like a unicorn horn. Like that.
I mean, it kind of is. So look at that.
I meant out the top. Like yours is like you break it open.
You're putting it parallel with the thing.
Right.
Like perpendicular. No,
okay, well, the gravy coming out of it makes it look a little weird.
So it doesn't come cut like that. It comes like that one at the top there.
Okay.
Where it just sticks out.
Well, there you go.
And they were like the equivalent of ordering like a McDonald's cheeseburger. You know, like you get a couple.
What are they called again?
A Streetwise Chow. A derivative of a bunny chow.
I don't know what a bunny chow is. You
haven't had a bunny chow.
Yeah, we can't.
The next time we go to South Africa, we're getting a bunny chow.
Did you ever have those things at the mashed potato bowls at KFC? That was my favorite.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes, little chicken nuggets,
yeah, they
corn,
are good.
gravy.
So you know the gravy that you had in those mashed potato bowls?
Imagine that in the
Streetwise bowl. In the Streetwise Chow. And
Streetwise Chow, is that what it's called?
Yeah. So
is that the actual name that's like listed on the menu, or is it like slang?
Yeah, that's on the menu.
Chow.
Streetwise Chow. CHOW.
Huh.
Chow. Like chow is like, hey bro, you want to go for a chow? Means you want to go for some food. You want to go for a meal.
Yeah, it just sounds kind of redundant to me.
Hey, come chow at my house.
Why would you need to put chow like on a menu? Clearly you're there to eat.
Streetwise Chow. I guess you're right. It's like saying streetwise food.
At a food restaurant, right?
I get it. But get this. Here's some deep lore. We're going deep on this, folks. Here's some deep South African lore. The Streetwise Chow got taken off the menu.
What?
To the absolute dismay of the entire country.
The entire country.
Oh, absolutely. If there was social media like there was today, then we would have like made TikToks about it. What we did was we would make our own. So the mini loaf was always on the menu. So we would get the mini loaf, then we would get a chicken tender, and we would get the mash and gravy. We would take the mini loaf, rip the end of the mini loaf off, dig out the bread like I was telling you, pour the mash.
How would you dig it out without ripping the rest of the bread?
You would just dig in with your fingers or take a spoon and literally just like spade it out.
World?
Then you would put one scoop mash and gravy, chicken tender, and then fill the rest up with mash and gravy, and then you've got your own Streetwise Chow.
Maybe I should make one of those for dinner one day.
Ooh, honey. You would have me where you want me.
Okay. Well, wow. What an educational moment on the Seriously Show.
We will update you with Morgan's first Streetwise Chow in February next year.
And a Big Mac, maybe. Sooner rather than later.
Yeah, the Big Mac we can do tomorrow.
Okay. Here's what else I wanted to talk to you about that we might have some cultural discrepancies, because as you guys know, we are thick in the Dancing with the Stars saga, whatever. Amazing season, incredible season. Well, 2 weeks ago was the dedication night, and I know we've had Wiccan night since then, and then by the time this comes out, we'll have Dancing with the Stars again. However, I realized watching dedication night of Dancing with the Stars that my husband David is not as familiar with Boy Meets World as I need him to be. Like, couldn't even remember anything that the show was about. Have you ever seen Boy Meets World?
Yes, I am aware of the show. I have probably seen an episode here or there, but I was not raised on it.
Who's the main character?
Mr. Feeney? No. It's the only character I know.
Okay, the Danielle Fishel, who's on Dancing with the Stars, what character did she play?
I don't know, one of the students.
How do you not know Topanga Lawrence? Like, that is insane to me.
Here's the thing, right? Like, I watched almost every season of Friends, and I guess I could name a couple characters, but I'm just not good with that kind of stuff.
Topanga Lawrence was an icon of a generation. I mean, literally, as I was watching her when I was 7, literally, probably 6 through 13, there was nobody else that I wanted to be more on this earth than Topanga Lawrence.
What was it about her?
She's just, I mean, all the boys loved her. She had this thick, luscious, beautiful hair, free spirit. She was like drawing hearts on her face with lipstick and dancing around.
You do give me that vibe, though.
Oh, really? I do.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
especially
a compliment.
when you were at Marshall.
Yes. But anyways.
Homecoming Queen.
I mean, Boy Meets World raised me. And you've never even seen it. Do you even know who Sean is? Sean Hunter?
No. We can watch it tonight.
It pains me.
I'm sorry. I don't know what else you want me to say.
But you watched Lizzie. How do you watch Lizzie McGuire?
Same thing. I watched all of Lizzie McGuire. Couldn't name a single character besides Lizzie McGuire.
Gordo?
Yeah,
Miranda?
I guess I remember them.
Lizzie McGuire was your crush growing up.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't file those kind of things properly in my brain. They're just kind of everywhere. And then I'll see the name or I'll watch the show and they'll come back. But like
I don't believe
footballers,
that.
I will have filed away neatly and I'll know who's who.
I don't believe that because I believe you could tell me the entire Irwin family lore, and that was a show that you watched as a child.
But even when I explained it in that a couple weeks ago, I didn't get the names right. I forgot Bindy's name. I forgot Terry's name. And like now it's all coming back to me because we've spoken about it.
So there's not like a show for you as a kid that you're like, that show raised me.
Ooh, good one. I don't... Oh, again, I'd have to think about it. I'm sorry.
Well, think about it.
Lizzie McGuire is one of them, that's for sure. The Rugrats, Hey Arnold, Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
I hated Ed,
Courage
and Eddie.
the Cowardly Dog, I used to watch a lot
I hated
of.
Courage Cowardly.
Courage the Cowardly Dog, if you rewatch now, was some weird...
It was so bad.
There was some definite... what's it called? Hidden meanings in there.
I'm shocked that it was like allowed to be on the air. Do you think if Courage the Cowardly Dog aired today, it would get the cancellation treatment immediately?
Yeah, there'd probably be like a couple TikToks about it and blah, 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 blah.
Those shows were scary. That show and Ed, and Eddie like literally scared me. I couldn't watch them.
I don't know why Ed, Ed, and Eddie isn't still on.
Was there ever any shows that you weren't allowed to watch as a child?
I mean, watching South Park wasn't encouraged, but boy, did we watch it.
See, I would say South Park probably raised you.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, honestly, we did a lot of borderline. We did a lot of gray area downloading.
Yeah, didn't we all?
Because we didn't get the networks that you get here. We didn't get like, hey, cable TV, I'm going to give you whatever you want. You just got to stay up late enough to watch it.
Yeah.
For us, it was just you either download it or you never get to see it. And we would just alternate who had the hard drive that week.
What were you downloading?
Loads of South Park, like tons of South Park. Things like The Office. I guess that came a bit later on. What else was there? A lot of documentaries, weird stuff like that. Because you have to remember, whatever happens in this country happens 2 to 3 years later.
Yeah. In South Africa.
In South Africa. Everything was delayed. Like Netflix launching here launched years later in South Africa. So it's just a different way that things happen.
Do you remember when Netflix used to be the big red kiosk at your local gas station where you had to walk up, click the screen, order your movie, then it would like pop up at the bottom?
I remember using the first online version of Netflix on an Xbox, not an Xbox 360, on an Xbox. It was like an app on the Xbox, and you logged in, and my cousin in Canada was showing me like, hey, look, some of these movies are on the internet now.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? They had both. They had online and they had the box. And I did a couple boxes in West Virginia. I do remember that.
It's so weird. It's like we're getting to the age where we're like, remember when?
I know.
And then stuff like that. Like, it's just crazy to think that Netflix is what it is now when we used to be just ordering it off a touchscreen kiosk at the local Sheets.
And if you give me a second, I'll look up the actual fact of it.
I'll give you a second,
The
Dave.
investors passed on Netflix when they said we want to do this online thing.
Why don't you ask Ronald? Do you think he'd know?
Probably. Hey, Ronald, can you tell me the story of how Netflix approached investors when they first launched their online business? They turned it down and then they went on to make hundreds of millions.
Absolutely. That's a pretty interesting bit of startup lore. The early Netflix pitch story, when Netflix was just starting out in the late 1990s, it was primarily a DVD by mail service. At that point, streaming wasn't the main thing yet. The founders, including Reed Hastings, had this vision that one day people would consume entertainment online. But back then, they were just trying to get investors to believe in even the DVD by mail model. The Blockbuster rejection, one of the most famous parts of this story is that Netflix actually approached Blockbuster, who were the giants of the video rental world at the time, and suggested a partnership. Netflix wanted to sell themselves for a sum. Some stories say around $50 million, or at least collaborate in some way. But Blockbuster's execs basically turned them down, thinking that Netflix's model wasn't going to be a big deal, or that online rentals weren't going to take off. Of course, as we know, Netflix went on to pioneer streaming and eventually became a multi-billion-dollar company, while Blockbuster didn't adapt fast enough and faded out. It's one of those classic tales of a small, innovative company being underestimated and then going on its...
Isn't that wild?
That
Blockbuster
is crazy.
turned down Netflix, and Blockbuster ain't no more.
I mean, look at them now. I was literally going to ask you if they had Blockbuster in South Africa.
We did, but I don't think it was the same entity.
Oh, man.
They
I
were
used
just
to
brands
love.
called Blockbuster.
I used to love going to Blockbuster. All the movies lined up on the wall. Literally, you would judge the book by a cover. Like, I would be like any Mary-Kate and Ashley face that I saw, I was getting that movie for the night. Rugrats. Remember when we used to like put our finger in the wheel to rewind the VHS tapes?
Yeah, we were the last generation to experience the VHS, because we started getting into, like, half the store was DVDs, half the store was VHS, and then eventually there were no VHSs. So we had to do a couple of rewinding. And that was the first place I ever hired a PlayStation from. And we were like, whoa.
Hired.
Yeah, rented.
Rented.
Yeah, that's another weird word difference.
Hired and rented.
When I was doing our wedding stuff, I'm like, hey, can I hire a suit? They're like, huh?
Yeah, that doesn't have the same meaning here.
Rental.
Is there anything you miss about those days?
I mean, yeah. Just
everything,
the simplicity of it, the lack of social media.
I know,
because
it's such
social
a blessing
media,
and a curse.
I know social media is like, you need it, but you don't.
I know,
and especially with what we're doing, we need it.
We need it. Okay, well, here's another little thing that I have on our shared notes, and I don't even really know if y'all care. In fact, the last time I brought something like this up, David was like, nobody's going to care about that. It was our 2-year anniversary.
2-year anniversary, October 20,
Yes,
baby. Don't forget.
It is confusing. I had some DMs of people being like, what? And I get it, because we didn't have 3 weddings, but we have 3 dates that we could choose to celebrate our anniversary, right? Because we had to sign paperwork in Ohio on October 15th. We said our vows in Florida on October 20th, but then we had a big wedding with all of our friends and family on June 28th. And everyone's always confused about when we celebrate our anniversary.
And we decided that it was the first time we said our vows.
Yeah. And and in case you're brand new here, the reason why we had to sign the paperwork and then, do a little elopement is because David came in on a K1 visa, which is the tried and true 90-day fiancé. So we only had 90 days to get married from whenever he entered the country on that visa. So we just decided that we were going to have October 20th be our anniversary date. Like David said, that's when we said our vows. It's also my parents' anniversary, which I thought would be a really nice way to honor them. They've been together for 42 years and my dad married us. So to have that sentimental tie to it all, I thought was really special.
And the other reason why we had to sign the paperwork in Ohio was your dad is ordained in the state of Ohio.
Right.
And we got a marriage license in Ohio. Then we did the little mini ceremony in Florida.
Right.
So he would have had to get registered there. We would have had to go to a Florida state
It was a whole thing.
courthouse to get a certificate. So we decided to just sign it in Ohio, then go do the vows in vows.
Vows. What have you learned in 2 years of being married?
It's such a cliche, but it's communication. Always, that is just it. And then the biggest thing for me is that it is such a team sport.
Yeah.
When it comes to money, when it comes to time, when it comes to the things we do, the house, the decisions we make, it is a team sport. I strongly believe in not being 50-50, but being shared 100, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like there's no, that's yours, this is mine. It's all together. And as long as that is what we stick to, I think we'll be fine.
Love ya.
Love you. Happy anniversary.
Happy ending. Time for the best part of the show, the
Seriously Award of the Week.
Do you know what it is? I mean, you've looked at the notes probably.
I actually didn't see it, so it surprised me, as long as it's not me.
The worst day of my life. Saturday, if you would have seen me sitting on a bench outside of Zara in the middle of a mall on the verge of tears because I could not find my husband, David, in the mall. I was taken back to 5-year-old Morgan getting lost in the grocery store, having to page my mom on the loudspeaker, crying because I thought I was going to be abandoned forever and I would never get to see my parents again. That's where I was in the mall on Saturday when I could not reach my husband, David, after an hour and a half
It was a long time.
of being in the mall.
I expected you to be so deep in what you needed to buy that the fact I didn't have service wouldn't be a problem.
So let's set the scene. David and I are not shoppers. Anyways,
Once a quarter.
we're window shoppers too. We'll go into a store, we'll take a lap, we'll be like, absolutely not, we're out of here. Every time we're on the drive home, we're like, why did we even bother? We hate going shopping.
And then every now and then we'll have a day where like, okay, I'm committed.
Yes.
Let's go get something.
So that was on Saturday, and we decided we wanted to go to a Zara, which was at the mall in a neighboring town. And the thing about this Zara is that the guys section is on the bottom and the girls section is on the top.
And the fitting rooms are even further deep inside.
In the back.
Yeah, so no service at all. My phone actually said SOS.
But I didn't know that. So basically we split up for the first time. I'm at the top. I'm walking around.
You've got a few bars of signal up
Yeah.
there.
David is actually in the Saks Fifth Avenue trying different colognes on because I wasn't interested in standing with him while he was trying different colognes on. So anyways, he comes upstairs to the women's part and he's like, listen, smell this, making me smell them. And then he's like, babe, my phone is tripping out. Like, I don't know what's happening because I was trying to call him to tell him where I was. He's like, my phone is tripping out. It would not let me answer your call.
I couldn't swipe to answer. It was driving me crazy.
So I was like, oh man, that sucks. I like the second fragrance. I was like, you want to go shop downstairs? I'll be up here. He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'll come get you when I'm done. Or if you finish first, you come up here and we'll move on from there. I said, I want to go to H&M. I want to go to Nordstrom, whatever. So we're in the Zara for probably like 35-ish minutes, right? I'm not finding anything. So
And I'm finding tons of stuff. So I'm in and out that change room multiple times.
which the guy section is a lot smaller. So the fact, I did not even think that David would be finding a ton of stuff there because I was like looking around thinking he's not going to find a lot here. It's not a big store. So I go down to the men's section. I do a lap. I don't see David. I walk out, do a little breath. I don't see him in the hallway. I don't see him anywhere. So I go back up to the women's because I'm thinking, okay, he went up to try to find me. I go upstairs. David is not in the women's. I do that cycle 3 times. So I'm up, I'm down. I'm up, I'm down. I'm up, I'm down. No David anywhere. I'm texting him, where are you? Where are you? I send him like maybe 3 text messages. Where are you? So then me knowing David, I know just how much he hates his phone, doesn't check it, doesn't want to be on it. And in my head, I'm thinking his phone is still glitching. So something's not right here. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe he went to the H&M thinking that I walked over there because that's where I said I wanted to go. Go back to the H&M, look around. No David. Sending a couple more texts. We're reaching into like the hour threshold.
And this whole time, I have not left the same 100-foot radius.
Yeah. So he's not in H&M. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll go to Nordstrom. He's not answering me. Maybe he is trying things on. I don't know. So I walk over to the Nordstrom. And this is where like the panic is kind of starting to set in because I'm also trying to call him. It's going straight to voicemail.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking his phone is busted. Like, he's got to get a new one. We've been talking about that anyways. You wanting to get a new one, your battery dying, all these things, right?
And the funniest part about all of this is when I do look at my phone, all I see is an undelivered text message to you that just says the word Audrey. Because I wanted to make sure I remembered the Saks salesperson's name because she was so helpful. I wanted to make sure I went back to her and bought from her.
I was so panicked that I didn't even remember you texted me that until right now.
So it just says there, Audrey, not delivered.
Okay, so at this point, it had been like an hour and 15 minutes, and I go back, go into the Zara. David is nowhere to be found. I'm sitting on the bench. I'm across these like 14-year-old dudes, like, like playing their whatever it is. And I'm starting to really like panic.
Genuine panic.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, let me think this through. I'm like, where could he have gone? Where could he have gone? Where could he be? How do I get in contact with him if his phone is broken? I'm going through all the things in my head. Am I going to have to go to guest services and page you over the loudspeaker? Like, David Preston, your wife is lost. Please come pick her up at, whatever. I'm like, that's super embarrassing. Then I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe I go and ask the cashier at Zara if she has seen a guy wearing blah, 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 blah. In my state of panic, I could not remember what you were wearing. I was like, what did he wear out of the house? I don't know. And I'm like,
Great,
I can't.
Thanks. Memorable outfit.
I just can't go up to him and say, have you seen like this skinny white guy with shaggy hair? Like, surely there's been tons of people like that walking in and out.
Right.
I get so flustered. I don't know what to do. I ask Ronald. I get on ChatGPT. I know you guys. It's really bad that I am this dependent.
Can I read it?
On ChatGPT, yeah. But you have to read it.
You are that person.
You have to read it in like, I was sincerely worried.
The Seriously Award of the Week is you using ChatGPT to try and find me in the mall.
I had no other option.
I've lost my husband at the mall. His cell phone appears not to be... Why have you written this like it's the 13th century? I have lost my husband at the mall. His cell phone appears not to be working. I'm confused because he has an Apple Watch. What does that have to do with anything? I'm confused because he has an Apple Watch, like Apple Watches have some kind of magical connectivity thing. He won't answer my texts and his calls go straight to voicemail. It's been 30 minutes. What should I do? The best part about this whole thing is his cell phone appears not to be working.
Well, I thought
Ronald coming in hot with like
so many options.
with the easing. That sounds really stressful. M dash. Let's take this step by step so you can find him as quickly as possible. Stay where you last saw him. That would have been successful, but you would have had to wait another 20 minutes because I did return to that area. Ask nearby store staff or mall security. Use the Find My app. Did you try that?
Yes.
Didn't work because I hadn't connected in a while, probably.
And because I sent you, like, amidst the 13 phone calls and the 12 text messages, I sent you a request, like a Find My request.
Yes, I did get that when I reconnected. Interesting. Wow, honey, I'm so sorry you were that panicked. And then what's wild is I was, for a change, having such a successful shop.
That's what tripped me out because you never shop like that.
I know. And eventually we reconnected as
what happened? I saw you like a flash of light in the distance going from one changing room to the other. Like literally it was like Sonic the Hedgehog when he like zooms past.
Interesting. I was going to the rack in the back to put the clothes back.
And I was like, oh my gosh, he's been in the dressing room for an hour and a half. I could not believe it.
I'd been going in and out. Rather than getting a bunch of stuff, I was doing like one or two things at a time. Gosh.
And then when I came up to you,
the relief on your face, you were literally...
I had tears in my eyes.
You were like a toddler, just looking at me like this. And I just hugged you, and I didn't think it was such a big deal at first because I was just checking out, and then like I looked back at you and like you were absolutely
I was about to cry, seriously.
So then I gave you a long hug. And this Zara cashier was like looking at us like, what in the world
like
is
this 32-year-old just got lost in the mall and she's crying.
And I remember because that poor Zara woman was working that entire section on her own. And she was like, oh, I don't have time for these people. Like, just hurry up and pay. But I'm sorry that you went through that. That is intense. But it is hilarious to me that you use ChatGPT even for something like that.
It just reminded me, dude, like,
dude.
I know, I know.
Hey, ChatGPT, I've forgotten how to breathe. What do I do?
No, but like when we were kids, man, and we didn't have I don't know why I keep saying that.
We were kids, man. Hey, dude, when we were kids, man, dude.
And we didn't have cell phones.
When we were kids, hey, man, dude.
How did we operate? Like, how did I not get lost everywhere I went?
I tell you what we did. We kicked rocks and we threw sticks.
Do you think it's kind of made us like worse in that sense?
100%. I don't spell anything anymore. I just kind of half complete words and wait for my phone to finish.
Yeah.
It's now doing that with our entire lives.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
Hey, bro, I want to go to Scotland. Where should I go?
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Ting, 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 ting. Done. And like, it's good and bad at the same time. There's this great meme account on TikTok that like does these impressions of what we're going to be like in 10 years when it's like all we do is nod at our computer.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
Like we just have to be mindful of that. And it's the kids that are going to be the ones with their developing minds that are going to be the ones we should protect the most.
So anyways, a bit traumatized, but I mean, we got a good laugh out of it.
Yeah, we did get a good laugh out of it. His cell phone appears not to be working.
Okay.
Can we put that on a t-shirt?
Okay, yeah. All right, well, there you have it. Look, if you haven't left a review, you have to do it. We got a 3-star the other day. No. Yeah, I know. So
on what?
On Apple Podcasts.
What does it say?
It doesn't say anything. So I'm telling myself that it was just an accident, that somebody accidentally hit 3 stars instead of like 4 or 5.
That's our first not 5.
I know. And we got a 4.
Oh.
Which I could deal with a 4. A 3, absolutely not.
What does that say? Look at me getting so sensitive.
I know. That's what I'm saying. We got to be funnier.
Oof. Nah, I'm not going to be funny. I'm just going to be myself, bro.
You are funny, honey.
You know what I always say? It's not an airport. You don't have to announce your departure.
Nobody was announcing their departure.
Oh, did they not leave a review and said, last time I'm listening?
No, it was just a 3 stars. That's it.
No comments?
No.
Ah. On Spotify?
No, on Apple.
Huh, I didn't know you could leave reviews on Apple without writing something.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, if you want to star us.
Did we celebrate the fact that we got over 1,000 subscribers on Instagram?
Yeah, we did.
Oh.
Yeah, we did.
Can't remember anything these days.
Yep.
That's being
1,050
32.
now.
We're rocking and rolling. Roll, baby. We got soul, move it up and down. Get up off of that thing.
Peace.